Yard sales weren't they, Mark?
Yes.
Hi guys, it's Misty and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Misty and I own a brick and mortar antique store in Bedford, Indiana called Wildflower Antiques. And I also sell on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And I went to some sales yesterday with my husband and they just weren't good. I don't know what the deal is with the sales this year, but all throughout the summer, they've not been the greatest. I mean, I did pick up some decent things, but not as, I guess maybe I should say not as much as I normally do. I don't know what's going on in the world now. I think a lot of people are just out and about and snatching the stuff up, but I'll go ahead and show you what I got. Some of it is personal things that we're keeping. Some of it is things that I'm going to put in the shop. Some of it is things that I'm going to resell. So we'll go ahead and get started with the yard sale items because the yard sales kind of stunk so much that we went ahead and went to two different Goodwills. And it wasn't that great either. So I'll go ahead and get started with the yard sale haul. One of the first things that I found yesterday was this Wilton cake pan. This is of a van, and my friend has been looking for this, and so I'm giving this to her. So, hi Cindy, this is for you, my friend. This is dated 1978 from Wilton. Here's the thing about Wilton cake pans that annoys me to resell is they're so lightweight. They weigh next to nothing. But you're going to be paying priority to ship these because the box size and you don't want them to get bent, so you do wrap them. So if you are buying these Wilton cake pans, just know that you will be shipping them priority. So make sure that you add that to your costs. Some of them do not sell for very much. So I tend to stay away from them. In fact, I just recently donated about 5 Wilton cake pans back to Goodwill. So one thing that you can do is when you're looking at eBay comps, go to the solds and like what the highest sold listing was. And that will give you an idea of what ones are worth a little bit more. So when you're out and you see them, you know which ones to look out for. I bought this one because I knew a friend of mine was looking for it. So that was the reason why I got that. At that same yard sale, and the box is a little janky, but that's because I opened it up to make sure it was new. I got this Black & Decker. This is the Ergo can opener. And it's never been used. It's still, the box is a little, it's okay, but I think that the sale, they left it out the night before and then they just covered it in tarps. And so with the condensation, I hate that feel when you go to yard sales and you're feeling the condensation. My husband's outside no, he knows that I'm filming right now and he's just outside making faces. So anyway, so this has never been used. It's still in the plastic. And the plastic is still all around all of the parts. And I knew that these could go pretty well. And I didn't look up comps because if it didn't, then I was just going to keep it. It does have the charging base in here. Getting this to go back in the box will be another issue on itself, but I'll work on it. I paid $1 for this guy. And it sells for over $50 on eBay. So this was a great find today. So be on the lookout for these new in the box. Black & Decker, any kind of can opener, they tend to do pretty well. So always check comps. Look at both solds and active listings so you can see if the market's flooded with them, and then you'll kind of get a gauge on how you should price your item. So don't forget to check those active listing comps as well. At that same yard sale, I picked up, let me gather them all together, these baking supply pieces. They're a baggie of candles, and then these are paper baking cups. I paid $1 for the whole bundle. Now, these are nothing special. But the package is vintage-esque. It has a barcode, so it's not that old. So when you find things with a barcode, it's not that old, just FYI. But I liked the packaging. It's never been opened. The coloring on it's pretty. And in the shop, it looks good sitting up on a display. So I got it. This was made in Greenwich, Connecticut. So it is made in the USA. They're just baking cups for cupcakes or muffins. So that was in this whole packet here. And in here, these candles still have vintage looking packaging, but they all have barcodes. So they're not ancient old, but they do look cute in a display for your booth or your antique mall or your antique shop. And you can put, 50 cents to $1 a piece on them. It just adds a little bit of color to a display. Like if you have a cake stand or a little baking area or a Hoosier cabinet with baking stuff on it. Now, the real reason why I bought this entire lot were for these candles. And as you can see, the glare isn't too bad. These are Disneyland birthday candles. These do not have readouts on them. And what I mean by readouts are the scanner code. These are from the 60s. I'm thinking the cool thing about these, well, they're two different sizes. These are kind of smaller, dainty candles, and these are bigger birthday candles. They both include, it says 7 free cake decorations inside. And I'm not gonna pull them out because they're delicate and I don't want to ruin them. But when you pull them out, they do include their cardboard, these little characters on the back. Let me see if I can I don't want to damage them in any way. They're included in both boxes. Now, some of the candles are missing in the boxes. So one of them came with, I think, 24, and one of them were supposed to have 12. This one has 10 left in it. I don't want to say this one had 15 left in it, but they both include this original, which I think this is just amazing. This original cake decoration, little add-ons. In each packet, it is included. I looked up comps for these after I bought them because, like I said, I knew that they were going to be worth more than $1 for everything. So I went ahead and grabbed them. The packaging isn't, the best. It's a little yellowing up there. But with all the candles complete and the cutouts, they sold for $25 each. So when I list them, I am going to put these online because things like this, I'm not going to get a diehard Disneyland collector in my shop in Bedford, Indiana. The market just isn't going to be there for me to be able to sell these for $25 a piece. Now, I don't think that I'm going to be able to sell them for that much because some of the candles are missing, but I'm not going to sell them for anywhere near that amount. So these will go online. That's kind of how I gauge certain things to sell in my brick and mortar or to sell online is the markability for them. So these I will list on eBay. I want to go ahead and show this, but it has the hooks tag on there, and they were 90 cents or 60 cents. The 6 is backwards. So they were 60 cents at one time, plus federal tax. I think that's cool. But I like packaging and price tags on things. So these were a great find, and I hope I can get them to a collector that will appreciate them. Okay, and I believe that's all that I bought at that particular yard sale. We went to another yard sale, and I picked up an Otagiri, and look, I said it right. I said it right. Otagiri mug. There's the bottom of it. And this one, I paid $1 for it, and it has the seagulls. It reminds me of Nicole from Nesting Haven. This looks very Maine. This looks like Maine to me. I've never been to Maine, but this is like the picture of Maine in my mind, with the boats and the seagulls and the beach. I don't know. I didn't look, and I still haven't looked up comps for this. I'm probably going to sell it for maybe $10 to $12. And it was $1. So when I can buy, this is a good mug. When I can buy a good mug for $1, I will do that. Even if it only sells for $10, I'm okay with that. So it's very cool. So I got that at a yard sale and for $1, and I paid 75 cents for these. And they were just dowels of some sort. I got these for 75 cents, and I'm going to, those of you who know me real well, and I say that I'm going to do a craft with these, stop laughing right now, because I really am going to try to do a craft with these. I saw someone take tins, like candy tins that you find at Goodwill all day long, and they painted them to look like not hammered steel, but galvanized steel, metal, and they made tier trays with them. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to take 3 different sizes of tins, and then you paint them to look like galvanized metal, and then you add the little dowels to it, and you make a tier tray. I'm going to try it for 75 cents. We'll see. Maybe I can make a video out of it. Do I really want to show you guys me trying to craft? I don't know, but I got these. We'll see. So that was all I got at that yard sale. And then we went to another yard sale, and I picked up this Home Sweet Dorm picture for 50 cents for Emma, my daughter, to take to college with her, and she leaves Friday. So I picked that up for her. And I also got these for myself. These really cute leather cuff bracelets. She said that they were handmade by her daughter, but they were $1 a piece. They're just made out of leather. This one says, "Let it shine." And this one says, "Love wins." And they're just, cuff bracelets. For $1, these are expensive to buy in a boutique. And this one says, "Be humble," and it has this pretty aqua collar here. So I got these for $1 a piece at a yard sale. And at that same yard sale, we picked up this, and I just washed it, so it's wet. So let me try to hold this up here a little bit. It is this Planters peanut canister, and it has the lid. Now, I do believe that this is a reproduction. When you've been doing this for a while, you can just kind of tell by the feel and by looking at things. And I'm probably misspeaking, but I don't think that they originally made these in blue. The ones that I have seen, we have had these in their clear glass. I just don't think that it's original. I think that it is a reproduction, which is fine. There's still people who will buy these as a reproduction. The only issue with this is that the lid has been glued back together. Sometimes if you find just the lids themselves, they can be worth a pretty penny, especially the clear original ones. We paid $2 for this. So for $2, I mean, that was a no-brainer. We will put this in the shop. I don't know what we'll put on it yet, but it is 2-sided. It is embossed. The sides are both the same. It says Planters at the top. At the last yard sale of the day that we went to, I just got a disc strainer. And look how cute Melissa, Fresh Blooming Clothing. This is a strainer that Melissa would appreciate. And I adore this color too, but when I think of this color, I always think of Melissa. But I paid $1 for this. It's very clean. And it has the little drain thing. But I picked this up for my daughter to take to college with her for her apartment. And it even has the little scrubber brush. So for a quarter, and it's not a flimsy cheapo one too. It's a decent one. So I got that for her. That is all that we picked up. My husband and I picked up at the yard sales yesterday. And we stayed in our town and we went out of town too. And there still wasn't much out there. But I wanted to go ahead and show something that my dad picked up at a yard sale. And there's kind of a funny story behind it because he bought it. And I thought, Dad, don't buy stuff like this. I'm not going to put stuff like this in the shop. And, you know, I kind of got on his case a little bit for buying something that I wouldn't have bought. And let me show it to you, and you probably will understand why. So here it is. It's just a little ladybug. It's a little ladybug jewelry box, and you open it up, and it says, "Granddaughter, you're cute as a bug." And then it plays music, and it plays "What a Wonderful World." And it is made by the Bedford Exchange. And it is numbered. And it is, and I'm not going to be able to see this, but it's the Limoges, and I'm going to pronounce that wrong. But I looked this up. It's dated 2011. And I thought, Dad, this is not vintage. This is not what I want. We are not a flea market. I say that to him a lot. We're not a flea market. I have an aesthetic in the shop that I like to maintain. And I'm not a flea market. I'm not putting flea market type things in my shop. It's just not it's just not the customer base that I'm aiming towards. And this is not what I want in the shop. Then he said, well, just look it up. So I just looked it up. And I had to eat crow because these sell very readily on eBay for about $40, $45. Now, I haven't seen this colorway. I've seen blue and like a mint green. Everything else is exactly the same. It plays the same song. It's made by the same company. It's just a different color. It was the same year. Everything was just a different color. So while I still will not put this in the shop because this is just not the aesthetic that I aim for my shop. And honestly, people coming in my shop would not pay $40 for this. But someone will pay for it on eBay. And I actually have this listed right now. So we'll see. So it's just sometimes, it's just kind of a lesson in don't count things out fully. If you think in your mind, that's not going to sell, look up comps. Maybe it will. So this was my surprise of the week, I guess you could say. And I think he paid $1 for it at a yard sale. So I just wanted to share that with you. So thanks, Dad. You did good. But I don't know how long I'll have that, so don't buy anymore. Anyway, okay, so let's move on to Goodwill. I paid 69 cents, which is a thing that I adore about my Goodwills here still, is that mugs are 69 cents still. I see other channels and the mugs are like $3. I would die. So I'm so blessed that I live in an area that the mugs are still 69 cents. So I picked up this is an Indiana University, the glare, it's going to be crazy, coffee mug. This is just a piece of restaurant ware. It's Homer Laughlin. It isn't, you know, ancient old. They may even still have these there. I don't know, but I'll go ahead and take the tag off. But you can see here, it is Homer Laughlin. It's made in the USA. These do well for me in the shop. So this is something that I will be selling in my shop. It's a local piece. There are a lot of Indiana University graduates that live in my town that will want this mug. So this will be a mug that will be in Wildflower for sale this weekend. Okay, another item. I got these bowls that are, and I washed them, so they're wet. They are a set. They were originally sold together, but Goodwill's gonna mark them individually, and they did. They're just a set of 3 nesting bowls. Melissa, I mean, Emma's going to be thinking of you every time she makes something because these are going to remind her of you too. But we've got a big one and then a little medium-sized one and a smaller one. And they all came with their lids. So I picked these up for Emma. I think that the biggest one was $3.99 and then $2.99 and then $1.99. Okay. The next thing I got, I'm just going to stick with the Melissa. If you guys don't follow Melissa on Fresh Blooming Clothing, please do. She's amazing. She's just, I don't know, I just look forward to her videos every day. She's just an amazing, amazing person. She's so kind and generous, and her videos are very, very helpful if you are just starting out on reselling. She does amazing ship with me videos, so she goes through step by step on how she packages items and how she pays for the shipping for items. So please subscribe to her channel if you haven't already. She's a blessing to me, and she's a joy to watch, so I highly recommend her channel. So this is another little Melissa piece, and this is just a little fish. And it's just a little stoneware fish. I think that it was part of a salt and pepper shaker, and the bottom is gone. There's a little hole in his head there. I couldn't find his little friend, but he's just adorable. So I picked him up, and he was 99 cents. I already washed him and took his sticker off, but he was 99 cents, and I just couldn't leave him behind because he's just so cute and looks just cute on a shelf. Okay. The next item I bought, I shouldn't have, but I mean, it was slim pickings and I wanted to buy some stuff. So, and I thought that I had heard of this artist before. I don't know. I paid too much for it. I paid $3.99 for this. Now, it is cats, and I love cats. I would keep this if this wasn't blue, because I don't do this. This color blue is not my blue. But it has cats. It's a little trivet or hot plate. I paid $3.99 for it, and it is made by Barbara Sexton in 1991, Catskill, New York. And I know I've heard of her before. I looked up comps, and I couldn't find a lot, but I know I've heard of her before. It's cats. It's in great condition. I think it only had one small little booger on it. Where was it at? I say booger. I know that's probably not a nice word to say, but that's just what I call them. I know that I saw a little bitty bump on it somewhere after I bought it, of course. Maybe not. Maybe not. I thought so. And I'm taking entirely way too long trying to look for it. Oh yeah, right here. On this cat's little paw, there's just an itty bitty little chip right there. That's the only thing that's wrong with it. So I will list this on eBay. It's cute. It's cats. Say hi, Bella. It's cute. It's cats. It's made by an artist. It's stamped. It's dated 1991. It's vintage. If you want to buy it, let me know. I'll give you a great deal. Okay. The next thing I bought this for myself because I'm a sucker for these things, but you never know when you need a good coaster. And I like Indiana things. So I picked up this. It was 99 cents. It's just this little sandstone coaster. Indiana, Crossroads of America. And it's got the cardinal and an apple and a barn and flowers. I want to say those are peonies because that's our state flower, but it was 99 cents. So I bought it. That'll go on my desk. This next item is something that my husband found, and he did a very good job. It is a TI-89 graphing calculator. We paid 99 cents for it, and it works. And it sells for about $45, $50 on eBay. Yay, Mark. I have made the mistake of just thinking that every calculator is a good calculator. No, don't do that. Make sure that you look up comps. But I do know that these TI-89s are expensive to buy new because I've bought them new for my daughter. And don't do that. Don't buy these new. Don't buy them new. Buy them on eBay. That's crazy. You can get them for half the price. So if you're looking for a graphing calculator, don't buy them new because they don't use them very much, and you buy them on eBay. There's my little PSA. If you want to buy that one, you can let me know. But TI-89 calculators are a good find. Okay, then the next couple items I also got at Goodwill. The first one is this. It is made by, it's a seatbelt bag. Built in the USA by Harvey's. But it's just this little red seat belt bag. little handbag. I paid $4.49 for it. It's in great condition. The inside is very clean. And it has the little nubs on the bottom. That's not the right word for it, but and it still has the little keychain tag there. Comps for these were this is very clean, and it should sell for about $30, $35. So there's that nice red color. These, I mean, I see these and I immediately put them in my cart. They are Fit Flops. There's the bottom of them. You can normally, I've gotten to where I can just spot them out in a crowd, but you know, you can see the bottom here. They're nicely labeled Fit Flops. These are in great condition. They're a little small. I think they were a size 6, but they're very cute. They're little sparkly Fit Flops. They're in great condition. These should sell for about $25, $25 or so on eBay or Poshmark. I mean, they'll be listed on all those platforms. All of these shoes I paid $4.50 for. These, I've sold this brand in a flip flop, and a it did very well, sold very fast, and I'm not going to be able to pronounce this. It's Olakai. You can see there, Olakai. That's probably not how you pronounce it, but these, I've not sold the shoes. I've sold the flip-flops, but not the shoes. These are a really pretty suede, orange suede. And they've got like, they're kind of like a boating shoe. They've got a canvas shoestring, and they've got the label back there. They're in great condition. Great condition. They're a Hawaiian shoe. And the comps for these are about $30, $35 for these suede shoes. So I will get these listed and those Fit Flops I'm going to get listed today because, you know, we're approaching no more summertime. It's getting to be that time. I'm kind of ready for it. Okay, this next pair, I haven't found these in a while, but I do like to find these. These are just the J. Crew black flats. These are the ones that are made in Italy. You can see inside there. These ballet flats do very well. And they sell very fast for me. These and the, of course, Tory Burch and the, oh yeah, I'm not going to be able to think of it. Tory Burch J. Crew. It'll come to me later. But these ballet flats do sell well. The Emmy flats from, is it J. Crew? Emmy flats from, I'll put it somewhere here. It's probably J. Crew, but I don't think that it is, but it probably is. But anyway, these are just black flats. The number is in here. I don't offhand know exactly the name of these, but I can look up this number and just J. Crew black flats, and it'll give me the name. These are 7.5s. They're in great condition. There's a little bit of wear on the inside sole there, but it's not going to affect the wearability at all, but very cute. Picked those up for $4.50. And the last thing that we got yesterday were these Skechers Shape Ups. These we sell very quickly. These are in great condition. I mean, they just don't look like they've hardly ever been worn. And that seems to be the case a lot with these Shape Ups. I don't know. Does that mean people wear them a couple times and then they just don't like them anymore? And so they sell them. And then a whole other group of people think, I'm going to get me some of those Shape Ups. I don't know. But these are size 8.5, so they're a great size. And they're in a wonderful condition. They've got kind of a gray and a metallic pink. So I picked these up for $4.50, and they should sell between $25 and $30 for these. So that's it. I mean, it's a really weak haul for me. And I'm going to start doing a little bit more hauls. I've just been trying to focus on getting the shop, you know, cleaned up and revamped, and I'm increasing my hours there, hopefully to start working from the shop eventually more. and listing items while I'm at the shop. But I have big death piles that I'm trying to get through. So I'm really trying to limit my shopping so I can get the stuff listed. And I am really downsizing on the amount of clothing that I'm buying. In fact, I didn't even look at the clothing because I have so many clothing pieces that I need to get listed. I have good clothing pieces too that are just in my closet. Stupid. Don't be like me. So I hope that you like these videos. I am going to do, actually, I take that back. I am going to do another video this week that's going to be a Q&A video. So if you have any questions that you want, that you're curious about and you want to ask me, go ahead and leave them in the comments below, and I will be putting out a Q&A video answering your questions. And they can be about anything. It can be like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite animal? I don't care. It can be about anything. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you very, very soon. I hope that you come back. Subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. That's about it. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful week. As always, if you have any questions about anything vintage, anything reselling related, you can always send me an email. I'm happy to reply back. Well, with that being said, I am going to wrap this up, and I will see you all